Hello class, I am going to show you how to properly format your citations for MLA. First, quick and easy, how to take this mess of citations that are partially properly formatted and to make them fully properly formatted. And if you want more detail about MLA citation and how to find sources, etc. through MLK in particular, you can continue to watch after this initial section. So first things first, here is a start of a Works Cited page where at the very least, the order of citations and the internal citations themselves are properly formatted, but in order to have it proper MLA, there are a few things that need to be corrected. One, you need to have the proper hanging indentations, have it double spaced and in alphabetical order. I'm going to show you some quick shortcuts in order to accomplish that in Microsoft Word if your citations are looking like this. So first of all, if you want to then put these into alphabetical order, don't include the Works Cited portion of that because that's considered a paragraph and it will throw that in with your citations. So these are out of alphabetical order, and if you go up to here on the top left, you see, File, Home, and under Home, there's Clipboard, Font, and Paragraph. In this Paragraph section, you will see here is this little thing, A, Z with a arrow down, and it says Sort. And so when you click that, it'll open this ascending text paragraphs, and when you click OK, it is now alphabetized your list, or sorted your Works Cited. Now, the next issue is that these citations aren't properly indented and they don't have the proper space between lines. So go again under Paragraph, select Line Spacing 2.0, and then you can either right click and select Paragraph here in order to get more information here, or you can click on this little arrow there to do that. And so for our citations themselves, we want the alignment to be left alignment, and then indentation. This is the important part, because if you try to indent the lower lines by selecting tab, it's going to indent the full thing and not just the second and third continuing line. So indentation, you're going to go to Special, and then the third line, Hanging. And then spacing, make sure that you have double spacing. If it was signal, you would click spacing here. And then once you're done with that, just click OK. And then all of a sudden, your citations are properly formatted. Okay, now on to the part I'm going to call 1.2, how to take citations and then put them into a PowerPoint presentation and what to do if they don't copy over correctly, how to adjust it. So first you're going to need to copy your citations. If you don't know how to copy things, you can either left click, scroll, select, right click, copy, or you can do copy up here in the clipboard, or you can do, for selecting, Control A is to select everything on the page, and then Control C is the keyboard shortcut to copy. And then when you want to go and paste, if you just paste straight on from Word document to PowerPoint without a text box, it should typically format it correctly, but I'm going to show you an example of if it doesn't. And recommendation, do not paste into you go to insert and you do new slide. Don't paste into here because it will format it incorrectly based on the bullet point and other issues. So what I recommend instead is a blank area. Then you're going to insert a text box, which is under Insert, and then scrolling to the right, text box. And then I'm going to have it here take up pretty much the full space. And so then when we paste, we have options of either pasting how the system has it or pasting another way. Just for fun, I'm going to paste it like this. And that is definitely not proper MLA format, so I'm going to show you how to fix it. So first, you're going to select everything. Be careful when clicking Control A here because it can sometimes select the slide as a whole. So now that that is selected, you are now back in the Home area. And then up here, the third option after Clipboard Slides Font, you're going to change that to Times New Roman. Proper MLA citations on in papers or articles, journals are going to be in 12-point font, although I'm not sure if that applies here, but I'm going to put it in 12-point font anyway. And so then now we can see that it's in 12-point font, Times New Roman. This should be, the Works Cited portion should be centered, so I'm going to center that. And then I'm going to select everything, open Paragraph. General alignment isn't going to apply here, but the things underneath are going to be left. And then indentation, you're going to want it to be Special, Hanging. And then spacing, you don't want single point, you want double point. And then that should do things here. but it didn't do the proper indentation. Let's see if we can get that to function here. So I'm going to go to format, hanging, double. Okay, so in this instance, it didn't copy through with that correctly, and so what I'm going to do here is see if because manually, so I click tab on that second line, tab on that second line, and tab on that second line. And because I have told it that I want to have the hanging indentation, it's going to allow me to do that without changing the full indentation. And then you would have here your Works Cited properly formatted onto PowerPoint. Okay, this is part 1, addendum, because if you want to be fully proper in MLA 9, I missed something that should have been removed while doing the formatting and editing. That is, when you have a website, be it a DOI website or an article website that's from a news source, that kind of thing, anytime that you have a website, you do not include the HTTPS : section into your Works Cited for MLA 9, even if the places that you go to have it help build that citation for you will include it. Just make sure to erase that portion for having it fully properly formatted. So I'm going into these and I'm removing that part. Something that I would also like to show you is how to utilize the DOI 10 instead of this .org version as one way to represent DOI in proper format inside of your Works Cited page. And so to find that, I'm going to use this one because it already is formatted in a way that I can recognize as easily the DOI 10. The different notations, 9, 10, help indicate what kind of source it is, where the source is coming from, if print or online article. But what I just showed you and talked over is that in the MLK search, you can insert a DOI and it will bring up that exact source from where you got it from into the options that you have. You'll be able to find the source. And so, see here, why should I cite you? If I want to scroll down here, this shows the DOI 10. And if I click on that, copy, and paste it, now I have the DOI and the DOI 10 format. I'm going to just change this to not having the DOI capitalized because that is what I'm used to seeing. And add one more correction, that after you have your DOI, you place a period. And now you just know how to do that properly, but I want to show you something that is kind of neat, is that you can take the DOI here. Here's a version in DOI 10. And then if you go into your browser, you can just type that, and it will show you different places that you might have access to it. Mind you, because in this version you're not logged into your student library access, you might not have access to the full article, so do go through the MLK library logged in order to be able to find things that you can use all of it for. It's just to showcase that you can find an article again by using the DOI, and here's a website version. This is one of the examples that, DOI not found, I must have. Error. I accidentally forgot to remove the period, but here is the source that wasn't available on the SJSU library, but you can find the original article and its location through the DOI, which is neat. Okay, one final set of corrections for the proper MLA 9 format. So here, because the DOI is the last link as well as being a DOI, in this instance it is not going to be part of the container. Instead we're going to put a period at the end of this section container. And in MLA 9, you no longer need to have the word access before date access, so we're going to erase that. And I'm going to make those adjustments onto these sections here. Now, in this area, there is a comma instead of a period, because rather than being a link, this is the DOI 10 information. And finally down here, this is already formatted correctly with the period, because that is the end of the largest and final container, the DOI right here, and the date without the access part for that. So now this Works Cited is the proper MLA format for MLA 9.